Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hello there.
Pete and Allie from Two Tiny Wings here, and we are giving you another video in our Disney planning series. And today we're going to be talking about how to get around Disney World once you get there.
And so the first thing is, if you're flying in particular, how do you get from the airport to the actual resort? And the Disney Magical Express is something that we really enjoy, and it's really super convenient.
All you have to do is just let Disney know when your flight is, and then you go down to the bottom floor
the
of
bottom.
the Orlando
It's two
airport.
levels down from where you kind of land.
And then you check in, they put you on a bus, and then that bus takes you right to your hotel. And then at the end of the trip, you actually take the Magical Express back to the airport, and probably the saddest bus ride of a vacation.
And what's convenient too is that if you checked baggage, they can actually pick the baggage up for you, so you don't even have to wait at luggage when you actually arrive in Orlando. So it's one less thing that you have to worry about.
And the last time we went, we had a great bus driver where they do, like, when you're getting ready to actually go onto Disney property, they do a whole countdown. So I'll put that in so you can kind of get an idea of what you might be in for if you use the Magical Express yourself.
All right, everybody get ready to clap your hands or make a loud noise, because right ahead, it's Walt Disney World! This is the beginning of 25,000 acres and lots of fun.
So then, for us, when we flew, you don't have a car, so then how do you get around the resort and between the parks and the hotels and all that once you're there?
There are three different ways. First is the Disney buses. One of the things that I always remember growing up and from our last few trips about the Disney buses is the smell. There's no Disney bus smell anymore. Disney is going, in their efforts to go green, has now changed the fuel, so it's more of a biodiesel. So the Disney buses don't smell like the Disney buses, but there are two things that they have added. The first thing is at the different hotels, they have screens at the bus stops, and they will show you like when the next bus is coming. So just kind of when you're waiting there and you have kids who are asking like, when's the next bus, when's the next bus? You can not only get that information, but it's also kind of oddly fun to see like when times increase, when times decrease. So there's that. The second thing that some of the newer buses have, which we're really excited to try out on our next trip, is Wi-Fi. So
they've kind of recognized that you're going to use your phone more with the My Disney experience, so there's Wi-Fi and there's charging ports on the buses, so that as you're traveling, you can use those different features on your phone on the bus, which is really kind of convenient. And that's something new from when we went last time to when we're going now. So we're kind of excited to see how that works out.
The other option is you could take the boat. We, in our 4 parks in 1 day challenge, wanted to take all of the versions of Disney transportation. So we ended up taking the friendship boats from Hollywood Studios to Epcot. And I like it. I think it's a really nice, scenic, little, like 20-minute kind of a break in the middle of the day. We always get park hoppers, and now with our annual passes, you could just do that. So I think it's a good little bit of downtime that you get.
And there's a couple other watercrafts that you can take from some of like the resorts. For example, like all the Magic Kingdom resorts, there's different boats that you can take from, say, the Polynesian or even the Grand Floridian.
Wilderness Lodge over to Magic Kingdom.
Over to Magic Kingdom. There's one when we stayed at Port Orleans. There's a boat that goes from the Port Orleans. It stops at, I believe, Old Key West and Saratoga Springs, and then ends up at Disney Springs. We actually took that one time when we were on our trip from a couple of years ago as well. So there's a bunch of different places where you can experience kind of the watercraft transportation as well.
And the skippers do a nice job of giving you little fun facts. It's kind of like the Jungle Cruise skippers without the jungle.
One of the other classical transportation forms at the resort is the monorail. Most people that have heard or seen or been to Disney World remember the monorail.
Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Yeah, so if you know some Spanish, that's probably about the extent of it. But you can take that from the Transportation Ticket Center over to the Magic Kingdom and over to Epcot as well. So that's another kind of transportation, but it's limited in where it goes. The thing that we're really excited about is the new Skyliner that they've added.
And you can take the Skyliner not only between Hollywood Studios and Epcot, but then you can also take it to Pop Century, Caribbean Beach, the Riviera Resort, and the Art of Animation Resort. So that's something we'll definitely be trying on our next trip coming up in just a couple of weeks from today. And we will report back.
All of the different modes of transportation, for us, it ends up almost being like another attraction. We're not really people that go back to the hotels a lot. So that kind of using the transportation ends up being our downtime a lot of times. And so having the variety of transportation makes it almost like another experience. And again, the Skyliner coming on adds kind of a new level to that, which is exciting.
And I think the biggest point is we get on the plane and we don't have to worry about transportation. Like, it's just another thing that's staying on property we don't have to worry about. And so we love the convenience of it.
Absolutely.
So hopefully this gave you a little bit of peace of mind and information about the transportation options that are available for you for your own Disney vacation. If you have used any other kind of transportation, like if you've rented a car, how did it go? Definitely leave a comment down below. Like this video if it gave you some information. Make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with all of our future adventures. And with that,
we invite you to set your imaginations free.